Oof. What is going on, guys? So right behind me I have my new to me 2008 Honda CBR 600RR. Has roughly 12,000 miles. It has a Leo Vince exhaust, has some sliders on, has some CRG levers, and other than that, it's pretty much a stock bike. So a little background on this bike. This belonged to my buddy. He's had this bike, I believe, since 2017. He basically put about 1,200 miles on this bike. So he basically barely rode it since when he got it. And right now he's in the process of either buying a house or renting a apartment. And so he's trying to free up some money towards that. So he's like, hey, if you're still interested, you can grab it from me. We'll work out a deal. We worked out a deal that's under market value. I mean, it was a win for him because he got money towards his down payments. It was a win for me because I got a good deal on the bike that I can ride for a little bit. And then when I'm done with it, I can just flip it. So he already knows kind of where my head's at with everything. He knows that I flip things and that I only buy things if it's really worth my time. So like I said, it's a win-win. But for this bike to be sitting, for the condition it's in, my buddy took really good care of it, kept it in a garage. Yeah, it ran beautifully, shifts great. Got it all the way home, lived only about 20 minutes from him. So yeah, it's a pretty beautiful bike. But you probably clicked on this video for another reason, and I'm not sure I'm gonna have it in my title or maybe just a picture or something. I'm kind of pre-recording this video without really having a script or agenda per se, other than this bike was paid for by Dogecoin. I mean, it wasn't actually bought with Dogecoin, like that I had Doge transferred to my buddy for Doge, nothing of that sort. Like I didn't actually use a currency to buy it, but I used the profits that I made of a Dogecoin to buy this bike. So if it wasn't for Dogecoin, I wouldn't have this bike. All right, so the time of me recording is right now is 3:29, Saturday, April 17th. And this video is probably gonna be released tomorrow. Let me just switch over. I'm sorry for all you people out there that's Robinhood haters, but I still use Robinhood for my crypto. But nonetheless, right now the price of Doge is at 30 cents. I mean, from the past week, it's gone up over 300%, almost 400. I mean, earlier it was over 500%, which is crazy how volatile this is. But if it wasn't for this coin, we wouldn't have this bike. So, little backstory. It just so happened that the day after we worked out a deal, that Dogecoin basically went to the moon, and I just started day trading back and forth, and then within 24 hours, I was able to afford this. And then the money I pulled out for this, because how volatile it's been, I actually made back. So I doubled my money on top of it and basically got this bike completely free because the money I pulled out, I remade back from day trading my older funds. It's literally just been a crazy experience. But before I like to move forward about anything financially related, I am not a financial advisor. I have no degree or anything in it. I'm just a typical guy that got into finances because I've always thought it was interesting. I like to flip things for fun, whether it's phones, motorcycle, bikes, cars, couches, you name it, I probably have flipped it. Now, if you want to get into the crypto space and you want to start investing in it, I would probably stay with around Bitcoin and Ethereum, just because it's more accepted, and big companies like Tesla, that's the only one I can think of right off the top of my head that's poured money into it. I think they did like $1.5 billion. All I know is that blockchain itself as a technology is the future with smart contracts and everything. And since I'm in real estate, I have a feeling that's gonna be a big player in how our contracts is, and probably how the industry is gonna move towards too. And along with a bunch of other industries, definitely I think blockchain is gonna disrupt a lot of things, especially with NFTs and all that jazz. So overall, the whole gist of, I guess, about this video is if you want to take risk, just take good calculated risk. Whatever money you put in crypto, just be prepared to lose it, because it's extremely volatile. And stuff like this is either a high risk, high reward, or high risk and you lose everything. And there's been multiple times with this where it just literally shot down and all my profits went to zero and then went negative. So it's a big wake-up call. Just basically, whatever you do with this type of investments in trading, whether it's regular penny stocks on the regular stock market, whether it's altcoins on the crypto market, just make sure that anything you put in there, you're willing to lose, and make sure you're not spending any money where you actually need, whether it's for rent, just pay the bills, just, you know, actual living. So make sure it's spare money, have fun with it. And my rule of thumb also too is, if you were to invest anything like this, and the moment you make a profit and able to take back your initial investment, take that initial investment and cash out on that, and anything on top of that, mess with that, have fun, because that's straight profit. And at the end of the day, if you lose that, it's money that you never had technically to begin with. So at least you got your initial investment back. So like I said, be careful with all this. It's very fun when you win, but it's very sad and emotional when you lose. So it's just a giant emotional roller coaster. So just be careful. But other than that, that's my video for the week. It's a little different from my real estate stuff, but I just thought this was a crazy opportunity that I got to get this bike for free with just literally 12 hours of messing with this on my phone. And doing all this off of a meme coin. Like, this is seriously ridiculous. Like, so we'll see how long this lasts. I honestly think this roller coaster is gonna be there for a while. Even if it dies off, I think no matter what, it's gonna return. And yeah, so if you're asking me if you should go into Dogecoin, I'll leave that up to you. And on that note, I'll see you guys next week, and I'll bother you guys next week.